What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the rebroadcast of Midlife Vibes live stream, Tuesday night live stream. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, are you not ready?
I'm yawning
Juan's gonna
already.
call you out. Hey, I need to do an audio check from everybody out there. Can you tell me, are we coming in okay? Are we coming in too loud, too quiet? Please let me know. I would
Hi,
appreciate it.
Orlando Mike. Hi,
I,
Juanito.
I'm just going to adjust something here.
Oh,
If you don't mind, I need to check audio. Please, you guys, let me know how that audio is doing. I do appreciate it. Everybody out there, if you can, I thank you so very much. Audio sounds great, Josh. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully I'm still far enough or close enough away
hi, Lori.
from it. Let's hope so. Hey, Lori, how you doing? It's good to
Hi,
hear from
Sarah.
you. I cannot. We got a new desk, you guys. We
Yes.
got a new desk. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Rosie. Yeah, we
Hi,
got a
Rosie.
longer desk. It's longer by what, 20 inches?
Oh gosh, yeah, I think so. It's 63 inches, and I think our previous desk was 40.
47?
Yeah, so it's not
46?
20 inches, but it's like 15 or so inches longer. And oh, your hair looks amazing, Becky.
Thank you.
Your hair looks amazing. How's
Thank
my
you,
hair look?
Sarah. Hi, Melissa.
I got my hair did today too. I got it all did up. Okay, maybe not.
I needed to put a little bit of color in my hair.
Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Are you sleepy?
No, I just keep yawning.
She keeps
Every time I
yawning,
get on
you
our live
guys.
streams, I yawn.
Oh my gosh, a new
Thank you.
desk.
I felt like I needed a little bit of color. I know I had loved my gray hair, but I am gonna have to get back in the workforce soon. So
Has Juan seen our bedroom?
no,
Maybe I showed it on a Zoom chat or something
I
because he
don't
says,
think
"How are
so.
we going to get into bed?" Don't worry, we shifted the whole room around, and
Yeah, we
there's
have lots
plenty
of
room.
space. We have a pretty big master
A
bedroom.
fairly large, I would say, master bedroom. So there's plenty of room to live stream over here and sleep and watch TV and entertain ourselves over there.
So Rosie, I didn't strip any color out of my hair, so I didn't use any peroxides to strip color. I just added 3 different colors of purple in there to pretty much just highlight my gray. I didn't want to
Yeah.
strip any color out because then, I get that brassy look. So I just wanted to add color in. And I did it that way so that way when it washes out, it'll just look like highlights until I get it done again. But I definitely didn't want to strip any of my natural color, even on the gray, because it turns like a brassy orange yellow look. So I just added in.
So hi Melissa.
Hi, Jacobs.
Hi
Hey,
Jacobs.
Bex.
Hey Russ on the tubes. How you doing?
Hi, Russ.
So yeah, so I kind of just wanted to jump into
And I combed my hair.
so much happening here in California right now, you guys. So much happening right here in California. Like just today, I don't know how many, an hour ago, minutes ago, I'm not even sure. I just saw it on the news that LA County, which was not open for business,
Hi, Rachel.
has now decided that they are going to allow in-store retail, and they are going to allow. They're not going to allow in dining though. So Orange County and San Diego County and all these other counties have allowed in restaurant dining. LA is still holding a little bit back on that, and I think they're not. I'm not sure if they're allowing hair salons and barber shops or nail
I
salons.
think
though.
Orange County is going to start with hair salons on Monday. I don't
Yeah.
know about LA County though.
So I was shocked to hear this actually because LA is kind of one of those counties that they want to be last when it comes to opening everything. It seems like, but I think the
Well, they have a higher
pressure.
population than Orange County too.
Well, and it's
so-
a definitely a
Blue
bigger
Kai.
a bigger whatchamacallit,
County?
rate of deaths happening in
Yes.
LA County, and more cases are happening in LA County
I was
for
actually
sure.
surprised to see our county open up because we had the largest number of deaths a couple like 3 days ago for us in our county.
Yeah.
And so we had the largest number of deaths and then they went and opened the county. So it's kind of
Yeah, it was weird too
threw
because
me off.
they started like we have 4 stages or 5 stages, and And there were stage 2 where you couldn't go into places, but you can get curbside pickup. And then they did this 2.5 stage, they called it, where you could actually go into restaurants and into places with limited, with social distancing practice happening, and with, you can only be up to a certain percent of your capacity and stuff, like 25, 30% of your capacity. Sorry, I can't stand people wearing masks under their nose. Okay, I said it. Her rant is over, and that is true. You guys, if you're going to wear a mask, you have to wear it over your nose and your mouth. That's just one of those things you got to do, guys.
Yeah, I think some people think that by wearing it, they're not afraid of getting it, but they wear it to cover their mouths to protect other people. So I think I'm thinking that's why they do it.
Hi, Francis from Massachusetts. Can't wait
Hi,
for the next trip to
Francis.
Disneyland. Was just there last July. Awesome. I hope you guys are doing okay over there in Massachusetts, because I know the eastern seaboard over there was getting hit a little bit hard. I'm not sure how Massachusetts was doing, but I know anywhere near New York was getting a hit just a little bit. So, hopefully you're doing okay over there. Let's see what else we got. California making up stages just like you made up rules for the Mexican Train game, Josh. Juan, I did not. We play this game. It's called Mexican Train. It's a domino game. I don't know why it's called Mexican Train, but it's a domino game. It's very fun, and it's a long game, but it's super fun. I mean, everyone seems to enjoy playing it, and it gets very competitive. And unfortunately, Juan probably had a few libations and doesn't know the rules. So I was giving him the rules as we go, and he would forget. And then I give him more rules, and Juan is all about them the rules, and you just got to follow them, and that's it. Them the rules. But when it came time for us to tell him what the rules are,
you to tell him
that weren't benefiting him, all of a sudden, them not the rules anymore, right, Juan? Is that the case? Them not the rules? So, hopefully, you gotta follow the rules, Juan. Them the rules, Juan. So with that, with LA County opening up, Orange County pretty much opening up before LA County, and then now new word that Disneyland, which wasn't really theme parks really talked about in the stages, we were assuming that they were going to be stage 4, and so now we're finding out they are going to be stage 3, and we're in stage 2.5 right now. So stage 3, I believe, is right around the corner. I mean, it is going to be in June, I believe. My belief is it's going to be in June. But here's the thing. I don't think that, like a lot of places, like LA County said tomorrow, 2.5, a lot of businesses can just open their doors and people can go in. A lot of places aren't going to open up because they're not ready for it. They don't have the protocols in place yet.
Yeah, they have to follow the rules and the compliance. And
there's been nobody in those buildings for a while, so they have to go in and they have to set up those places to be in compliance.
They need the plexiglass.
Like they have a plan. I'm sure they have a plan. But in like Disneyland probably has a plan in place for when they reopen. I mean, how could they not? They've had months to formulate a plan of attack on how they're going to reopen and manage crowds. So I'm 100% sure they have a plan, but to execute that plan is going to take a week or 2 weeks for them to execute it and to get everything perfectly ready, because they haven't had a lot of teams in there setting up all the social distancing stuff, because you're not supposed to be together doing that right now. But now as we're opening up, you're allowed to start doing those things. So I think, even let's say if June 15th is stage 3, I don't think Disneyland will open up until the first week of July.
Hi,
or maybe
DDG.
July 1st. Hey, DDG.
Did you get your little stickers? I hope you like them. And your little button?
And if she hasn't, you have ruined the surprise.
No, she got her mask.
So
you're on a good one. I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. I'm Disneyland is going to look so ugly with all these markings on the floor and plexiglass. What the heck, man? Juan, it's part of life, brother. And you, of all people, know that you want them to have that stuff because you want people to follow the rules, Juan.
Hi, Ronnie.
Ron Love.
Hi, Trix. Nice to see you, Trix.
Hey, it's good to see you. Yeah, Juan, he's
a rule follower.
He's a rule follower, and he's very particular about social distancing. He wants people to social distance. So even though it might be a little bit ugly, it's going to be beneficial to all of us and it's going to help us all for sure. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean,
Hi, Nicholas.
hey Nicholas. So there's no set date on when Stage 3 is going to happen, and I think that it as things are progressing very rapidly here in California.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me at how fast. Oh, thank you. I think it surprised me at how fast things opened it up after out of nowhere.
Wow, Trix Young, thank you so much for
Thank
the
you,
$4.99,
Trix.
basically $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. Look at it. That's how the sticker looks on YouTube.
Oh, how cute
How's it
is
going?
that?
It's a big avocado.
I always think of you, Trix, because when I
Yeah.
scroll through my pictures, I have a picture of you on my phone with your Donald Duck ears. So I always think of you because when I scroll through the pictures, I see you there smiling. Thank you so much. So yeah, I was actually surprised at how fast, because we had just, like I said, just about 3 or 4 days ago in Orange County, we had our highest number of deaths, and the next day or 2 days later, we're opening up. So that just kind of threw me for a loop, but maybe the state and the county needs money. I don't know.
Well, I think there's a lot of pressure going on, politically too, as far as because the states and the county, the local counties, the cities, the states, they live off of tax revenue. They really, I mean, they have property tax and stuff like that, but they need that income tax revenue. Mm-hmm. They need the sales tax revenue, but definitely need the sales tax revenue, and that's a huge part. And so when you shut something down,
Hi, Leah. Hi, Betty and the Beast.
Hey guys, not only is whatchamacallit is are people, individuals, unemployed and losing money, but also the state is losing money too, and that's what provides our fire services, our police services, and a lot of services to us.
Thank you, Leah. No salon for me.
Yeah, no matter how much we think the state is wasteful, and a lot of states are wasteful with their spending, which I'm sorry, that's me, I believe that, but they still need some sort of income to run the state, So, hello, I'm listening, Josh, but I can't get over Becky's hair so adorbs. Look at that.
No expensive salon.
And so it's going to be interesting though, but back to Disneyland. I think that everyone's hope, or maybe not everyone's hope, I don't think it's your hope, that they open real soon and we have to go back. You want to go back, but you also are fearful of being around all those people.
Yeah, just because, and I know everybody has their own opinion, and everybody has the right to their own opinion, and everybody sees things differently and sees the rules differently. But I get nervous around a lot of people not wearing masks.
Yeah,
so
well,
it just makes me nervous, but I have really bad asthma, so.
Well, I'm hoping in Disneyland that it's a more of a controlled environment and that they will kind of really enforce that mask wearing, because I know a lot of retail stores are not enforcing it. Like, they're saying you got to wear a mask when you go in, and then when you go in, you see people taking them off and stuff.
Well, because it's scary for them because of the things that have happened when they try to enforce it. Some people have gone off the rocker and did some horrible things, So, hi, Humphrey.
Hey, Humphrey, stage 2 is here. We're in 2.5.
Yeah, we're in 2.5 already. Where are you that you're not in stage 2 yet? Just curious. Yeah, things are going really quick here. Yeah, I don't think it's completely safe yet. We were going to go out to get a bite to eat, not to sit down and eat, but just to pick up. And so we drove by I'm picking my nail and Josh keeps hitting me. They could see you hit me.
Yeah, that's okay.
So
you gotta keep doing it.
We went to what's called we call it the Circle. The locals call it the Circle.
Circle, the Plaza of Orange.
I think it's the Plaza.
Yeah, it's technically called the Plaza, but everyone calls it the Circle at Orange. That's where Watson's drugstore is at. Yeah. You see it in some movies and stuff. That's the city we live in.
And so when we went there, we were surprised because our city, everywhere we've seen people wearing the mask and social distancing, and it's not even mandatory. So everybody was doing so good. So we were just surprised that once they opened up and we went to the Plaza, that hardly anybody was wearing the mask. and they weren't social distancing. Everybody was really close. So I was like, whoa, maybe people misunderstand like it's open means you don't have to social distance or wear, but it's not mandatory to wear a mask in our county. So they don't have to do that if they don't want to.
They say you should, but there's nothing mandatory about wearing a mask. Now, everywhere else, all the counties surrounding us, it is mandatory to wear a mask in public. And I don't, the CDC recently said that the virus isn't transmitting as much when it's on surfaces, regular surfaces, countertops, product, things like that. But when person to person is where you're transmitting it. And that is why the mask is so crucial and the 6 foot distancing.
Like, I would like to say that as soon as the parks open up, I want to go and I'm going. But I kind of had a little bit of an anxiety attack when we were at line for the fried chicken.
Yeah, and Osprey Farm.
And we were supposed to be social distancing, which for the most part people were, and I had my mask on and I stood off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't directly in front or in back of people. But I felt like the younger kid in back of me he wasn't a kid, he was probably in his 20s, but I felt like he was not watching those social distancing rules. So I got anxiety. Hi, Priscilla. There was just a lot of people and I just wasn't ready for it. So I don't know how well I would do with a lot of people, I guess.
And, as we open up, and I think a lot of people are self-regulating each other and stuff, but
the Karens, yeah. Hey, Tony, how's it going?
Hey, Tony. It's tough out there because you have places like that are in rural areas or maybe not as densely populated as we are here in Southern California, and they might not understand what we're talking about when you need to wear masks and stuff because they might not have experienced the amount of cases that we have. So I think it depends from state to state and where you're at. But I just be honest with you, there was if you look at the news at all, you can see huge pool parties happening in some of the states, and one of the states had a pool party like a week ago, not this weekend, but like a week ago or so, and nobody was social distancing, and all these people were there, and I think it was in Arkansas, and all of a sudden they said from that pool party, people who attended that area is now seeing an increase in COVID-19 cases, and they're bringing it back to that party because there was hundreds of people hanging out very close to each other, not wearing masks, that didn't know each other, that have no idea. And all it took was one person, and I don't know, there could have been more than one person there, but all it takes is one person to show up. If one person shows up to a pool party with 400 people, well, you can imagine how many people can get sick from that. And then they go out into their normal lives and they start shopping and they start doing their thing. Well, guess what? Now you started to spread again.
Hi, the Dapper King. Okay. Hi, Carla. So this is funny.
I don't know how we always end up back to like, it's almost like a lecture of social distancing guidelines.
So this is funny. It might not be funny, but somebody was saying, what about when people start coughing and sneezing? Thank you, Carla. I know that I am going to have to go back to work, so I dyed my hair because I'm not a spring chicken, and, I got to do what I got to do when I get back in the field of working. But I was going to say the funny thing is that I actually cough when I put my mask on, and because I have asthma already and it's allergy season for me, and I have to take allergy medicine every day, and I'm supposed to be taking a steroid inhaler every morning and night. And I don't know how I just forgot to take it, and I just stopped taking it, not purposefully. I just forgot, and it became I didn't take it anymore. So now my asthma is really bad every day until that medicine kicks in. It takes about a month. So when I put my mask on, and I don't go out very often, very rarely. Josh will go out to get food and stuff. I really don't. But when I go out, I cough because I have a hard time breathing as it is. And then with the mask on, I can't really breathe. So I'm coughing a little bit, but not because I'm coughing. I'm coughing because I can't breathe. I'm having like an asthma fit. So I just try not to go out so I don't freak people out.
But I think people are going to be more comfortable if you're wearing the mask and you cough. They're more comfortable with that.
I should just carry my inhaler around my neck like a necklace so people understand I have asthma. I think I'll do that. I'm going to make a little inhaler necklace for myself so people will know I have asthma. I'm gonna say asthma, not C19.
Brittany's new page changed her picture to Pippi Longstocking.
I love Pippi
Oh, I
Longstocking,
love
Brittany.
it.
I love Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
We
Come fall
changed the
coronavirus.
shelves. We lowered the shelves, and Josh put lighting in back of it. I kind of cleaned up Josh's decor that he had going on.
I added my own touch. Can you tell? I put my own touch. I put one of our old microphones
And
right there.
I think I'll scoot this down a little bit more so you can read it. It says we are living our adventure. So I'll probably scoot it down
We'd
a little
have
bit.
to tilt it.
Well, why don't we come this way?
Yeah, you'd have to scoot over. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to put baby in a
Nobody
corner.
puts baby in a corner.
And then, but that's the benefit of having this
Hi,
beautiful
Aaron.
mic stand is we can alter your positioning, so to speak, and then we can be here. Nice. Right? There we go. So now you have the corner. And it's at a nice...
That's right. I can do that. I could make a mask, and on the top with my Cricut, I could put I have asthma.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yay. Thank you, Carla. You're so smart.
Carla, you a smart
You're so
woman.
smart. Joanne's 60% off. It was $39.99, and I got it for 60% off.
Yeah, Priscilla says also she has a daily inhaler and a pill every day and allergy stuff. I'm scared to talk to people might think that I have.
That's like me. I'm
Yeah.
like you. I remember watching your asthma video, Priscilla, and I sympathize with you or empathize with you because I have asthma as well. So I have to take my allergy pills. I've already taken 2 hits of my inhaler today. Yesterday I had to do a breathing treatment. I should have did a breathing treatment today because
Probably.
I can feel it.
Probably.
Juan, let's not be a smarty pants. Ooh, Juan's being a smarty pants.
Yeah. So we talk about Disneyland reopening and stuff, and it's just so hard to say. I still think it's going to be first week of July, maybe end of June, just because of the prep work that they have to put into opening. And then, it's a big theme park, so I think they still have to also say, like, they have to put out some news releases and some videos on how to properly social distance in the park and prepare the public for what to expect. Now with that too, there's other theme parks obviously around us besides Disneyland. We have Knott's Berry Farm, we have Six Flags Magic Mountain, we have Universal, and Six Flags Magic Mountain put out a huge thing in regards to their social distancing guidelines and stuff. They put out a whole thing.
You are correct, Rosie. People with underlying conditions like asthma, which I didn't realize, is a respiratory disease.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw it that way before until they diagnosed me. But yes, you are true. You are correct, and that's why I don't go out. I pretty much just stay home every day. Once in a while, I'll go to drop off some packages at the post office, but I run in, run out with my mask. Josh and my daughter and my son do the shopping, so I don't really go out. Very rarely, huh?
Unless you have to go to Joann's.
That's only been twice. Joanne's has only been twice.
I know. It's far and few because you don't want me picking out the fabric. That's
Hi,
for sure.
Marianne. Hermosa, mi hermosa.
Hey, Marianne. So,
Hi, Joni. Thank you so much.
So, with that, your hair is so
My
cute.
hair
It is. So, Six Flags has Do the Six, and trust me, there's a whole long list of stuff they have. Look at how long this is of all their things they're putting in place. But I don't know if I'm gonna go over all that. But I just wanted to say their basic Do the Six was they want you to wear the mask when you go there. They want you to wash your hands, cover your cough, keep your space, sanitize often, and have fun. And I think you can if you do that.
Your cough should be covered if you're wearing your mask.
If you're wearing your mask, but let's say you're eating and you cough and your mask is down, so then you cough in your elbow like you're supposed to, something like that. But who knows? I think that I'm trying some different angles there. Ooh.
When does Universal Studios open, Humphreys?
Well, we don't know yet.
Hi,
So
Greg and Cindy.
we really don't know where anything's going to open up yet, but I mean, they have a whole bunch of health practices, and they put out a whole thing. And Disney, I'm sure, will have very similar stuff to Shanghai Disney. I mean, that's just going to be a given. They'll have very similar stuff there. But we'll see. Hey, Greg and Cindy, how you doing? I mean, I am actually excited to get back into Disneyland. I think we can do it right, and I think we can, even though there might be people there who are not properly social distancing, because we're pass holders and we're able to take everything slow. Hold on. Let me turn off my volume. I was getting a work text. Because we have to take everything, we can take everything slow and we can go multiple days. I think we have no problem sitting back and making sure we're distant from people and stuff, and people get close to us, we can move. I think the main thing, you guys, when you go to Disneyland,
Monica, I miss you.
hey Monica, is that even though there's gonna be people there who aren't gonna practice social distancing the way we might want them to,
I'm just gonna stay away from them.
we can be the bigger person and we can move away from them. We don't need to cause a scene. We don't need to argue with them. You can be polite. Maybe you can be polite and say something,
Excuse me, sir.
but
Stand 6 feet behind me, please.
Yeah. So don't do that with your hand.
Excuse me. Look at my hair's being crazy right here.
Excuse me, sir. You need to stand 6 feet. Get six feet. No. So if more of us are the bigger people in this situation, the better people, I should say, in this situation.
Well, I don't know if you want to say better.
I want to say better because I think we're
bigger.
definitely smarter.
Bigger person.
Smarter? Okay.
The bigger person. Thank you.
We can help Disneyland remain a magical place for us all to continue to go. We already see enough families who get tired and get angry and kind of fight with each other because they're stressed out because they spent thousands of dollars and they're trying to get as much as possible, and the husband and the wife disagree and the kid's tired and just wants to go back to the hotel room and sleep, and the parents are like, no, we spent the money, you're staying for the fireworks, man. And we've all seen that. We don't need to add on social distancing arguments on top of it,
It'd be crazy if we argued with everybody over it, because everybody sees it differently, what can you do?
Yeah, we did, Humphrey, and it's just, you never know what's going to happen, and I think that's why it's best that we be the better halves of, or the better part of Disneyland, being the APs and the locals and the ones that go and really show people what it's about and how to do it right. If hopefully the locals can do it right.
How to live a magical life.
Oh man, yeah. So I mean that's how I'm gonna go at it. I think is I'm going to practice social distancing to the T when I go there, and I'm really try my.
I want one of these.
So loud.
Look at this little Reese's peanut butter cup.
She brought the snacks. Peanut butter. By the way, this is a great mix. Peanut butter monster, Archer Farms. I'm assuming that's Target.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Super delicious. So I mean, we'll see. Juan's a lot of talk, you guys. If they don't want to keep space, it's just easy to start coughing like crazy. Oh my gosh, it's my new super power baby. It is true. It's like there was I don't want to go into that whole bird watching thing, but there was
Rosie, if you ever see us at Disneyland, feel free to come over and say hi.
Yeah, you can say hello to us anytime. I'll elbow bump you. Elbow bump.
If you see us there, just come and say hi.
Monica says she should dye her mom's hair. Yeah, do it. I want to see it.
But what color would your mom want her hair to be if you were to dye it? That's the question.
No, Monica, you can't dye it purple. Or maybe she wants it purple.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye. You can't dye her hair tie-dye.
Tie-dye, Monica.
I want you to dye your mom's hair tie-dye color and then make her dress up in all her tie-dye clothes and take a picture and send it.
And her tie-dye clogs.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, rainbow. That would be so cute. My mom dyed her hair pink, and she's like, I'm old already. I can do whatever I want.
I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. Yeah. Green. Premier says green. Oh, my goodness. So it's going to be interesting. But I'm still, like I said, predicting Disneyland will open the last few days of June or early July. I think right before July 4th is when they're going to open up because it's a holiday. I don't even know when. When is July 4th? I should check my phone.
I don't know.
But, I don't know. But I think they're going to want to open up for that holiday weekend, and they're going to want to make sure that they can capitalize on that safely. I mean, and they have to look at their competition, too. So when their competition is starting to open up.
If they open up on July 4th, it's going to be a madhouse. But no, it's not because they can only have a limited capacity.
There'll be limited capacity, but also other people are going to be doing, probably have already planned to do other things that are guaranteed to open. So like they'll be at the beach, they'll be doing whatever they do. So,
but Rosie, I actually let all my gray grow out. And
hey Drew, how you doing from New Zealand?
Hi Drew. And I actually
what time is it in New Zealand?
I actually was fine with my gray hair, but I do have to go back into the workforce, and I let my hair grow out at the last job I was at. But I'm not there anymore, and I'm going to have to go into a new company, and I know it probably won't roll over. Well, not that it won't roll over, but
Yeah. And Priscilla, I think it was sooner than I thought too, as far as when Disneyland's going to open up. I was really thinking more September, October. But then California all of a sudden just went zoom, 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 and just all of a sudden popped. And it was like, what the heck? It was like they just started opening things up like crazy. It's 2:33 p.m. the next day, basically.
Oh, wow.
Where is it? Right here. 2:33 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th. So it's already Wednesday at 2:30 in the afternoon. I knew it was forward. I just didn't know how far forward it was, and that's quite a bit. So.
I didn't reapply at Disney, Carla, because that I know of. When the last time I went on, they weren't accepting any they didn't have any openings. They weren't accepting any applications at the time. But maybe now that they're getting closer, they might be. But I would have to dye my hair because they don't allow color hair.
Yeah. And I think it'll be interesting to see. That's another thing. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Hi, Lisa. Thank you,
Your
Lisa.
hair looks fantastic, she said.
Thank you.
And she said it just like that. Your hair looks fantastic.
Oh, she said it like Edna Mode.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was going to say. Do you remember?
No.
Asking you is like asking Dory.
You were saying that it's opening faster than you thought.
Yeah, it's well, I know.
What was he saying? Somebody tell
me what I was saying. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, it's definitely opening a little faster than I thought. And I think that, it's good that, I did, Josh. She did, see? She did. Lisa,
hi, Johnny.
Lisa, you make me lose my train of thought. Oh, July 4th. I was talking about July 4th, right? Okay. So I think...
Say hi to Johnny.
Johnny! I can't wait for you to...
Johnny was supposed to come out in July.
Yeah, I can't wait for Johnny to come back and visit so we can hang out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, like I said, I think it's going to open around July 4th, and we'll see. And just remember this.
Your birthday weekend.
I know. I'll be working probably. So remember this. So Universal CityWalk opened before Disney Springs in Florida. Disneyland could have opened earlier, but they want to make sure everything is done correctly and 100%. They want to have all their T's crossed and all their I's dotted. Earlier?
We weren't in the right stages for them to open.
In
Look
Florida?
at my eyebrows.
In Florida?
I thought you were saying Disneyland here.
No, I'm talking
Look
about...
at my eyebrows. I'm like...
Yeah, you're like...
Angry eyebrows.
Like, what you talking
Angry eyebrows.
What you talking about, Josh? What you talking about, eh? No, but I think they could have opened earlier over there, but they took their time. They wanted to make sure they do it right. And then they didn't even open up their normal stores. They're opening up their normal stores tomorrow, right? Like they're some of the Disney World of Disney and stuff opens tomorrow. They just opened up a few of the restaurants. And so I think that was kind of a trial, and I think we'll see that also here in California.
Unfortunately, Priscilla, when they open up, it's still going to be coronavirus time.
Oh, it's going to be coronavirus time for a long time, I think.
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens. I know what's going to happen first is I'm really curious now that Orange County and LA County, we haven't heard of so Disneyland is in Orange County, California. Disney World's in, I think, Orange County, Florida. But so Disneyland, they're allowed to open up the shops and the restaurants in downtown Disney. But they haven't, and they haven't given us a date yet either. So that tells me that even though when we go to the next stage for stage 3, when Disneyland can open up, there's still going to be some time. I'm really curious about that because it's been since last week that you can go into, I think Friday or Saturdays when they announced you can go into restaurants and retail in Orange County. So I'm curious to see when downtown Disney's going to open up. So downtown Disney should be opening up pretty soon, I'm assuming, like in the next week or so. But this just shows that they're taking their time to make sure that they have everything in place and do the right stuff. And you got to remember too, you have to call all these people who have not been working and bring them back to work. You know, you have to make sure they're able to come back to work. They're able to, you know, they have babysitters. They're not doing school all of a sudden. They're able to get to work. You know, so there's a lot of logistics into that, and it just doesn't happen overnight.
Hi, Russ on the tube.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
How are the hotels faring in the resort area?
Well, they're there. The buildings are there. There's nobody in them. I mean, if you look around the Disneyland Resort area, nothing is open. Not even McDonald's is open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
it doesn't get that traffic really going.
It doesn't get any
there,
traffic
right?
whatsoever. Like McDonald's around our area is open because there's still local people living that go to this McDonald's. Really, the McDonald's across the street from Disneyland, nobody locally really went there because it was just too much of a hassle. And so when everything shuts down, it'd probably be easy to get in and out of there, but nobody goes there because they already have their other McDonald's that they go to, because that one, who in their right mind would want to go to McDonald's for a breakfast sandwich when Disneyland is open with all that chaos and traffic? No way.
Yeah, because you could just go up further. Like I'm thinking the apartments in back of Disneyland, they can just go to the left and up.
Yeah, and so then when everything closes down, nobody thinks to go there because they don't go there in the first place. You know what, Russ? I'm not sure which restaurants have opened up around the resort right now. I could probably go check that out, but I feel like I'm gonna be back in work here any day now too. So, you know, but it's gonna be interesting to see. And to be honest, those hotels make a ton of money, the ones that are there. So if they have proper business and they've saved properly, hopefully they applied and got some relief from the government, but hopefully they're still doing good. And as soon as Disneyland opens up, you know, people will be booking hotels left and right, and those places will be back open and doing good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe some of those hotels changed ownership or something because they couldn't afford to stay there. But you have to understand too, a lot of the hotels right across from Disneyland in that area there are family-owned hotels. Not the big chains like Marriott and Hilton and stuff, but a lot of the other hotels, they've been passed on from generation. I want to say generation to generation because it hasn't been that. I don't know how long it's been. It hasn't been that long, but they're usually been passed on, and you know they bought that land a long time ago, so they're not paying huge. You know, they're not a huge bill for having it there. What you doing? What was that?
So I'm like, okay. I'm just shaking my head. Yeah.
And then it's interesting because there were some hotels that were just built and just opening up and stuff. Like, you know, they take out huge loans to build those things, and now all of a sudden they can't pay that back right off the bat. They can't make their first payments. I'm sure they were able to probably work something out with their lenders and stuff. But
I bet you they're glad they didn't open that one hotel they were supposed to open.
Juan, you missed the first 3 yawns.
No,
she had like 3 or 4 yawns.
Every time you guys say yawn, I'm gonna yawn.
Look at there, it is again.
It's just when I sit here, you guys, like I could be crafting and sewing all night long and I'm fine. Maybe because it's too quiet.
Well, it's just us talking.
Yeah, there's no.
I wish
maybe because I could see my bed to the left.
Have like a robot voice announce everybody's comment as I press on it. That would be a cool feature.
Maybe we need to put something so I can't see the bed. Maybe it's too comfy.
I don't know. But, you know, it will be interesting because when you drive over in that area, I've driven past Disneyland a couple times during this, and it is a ghost town over there. It is nothing.
Don't type the word, Rosie.
Carla, LOL, we bore you.
No, don't type the word.
See
If
that?
I see the word up there, my brain thinks it, and then I do it.
Stop. I just yawned. No offense,
Stop.
Josh. LOL.
Okay, no more typing that word.
And then Juan said, I don't know. Las estás arrollando, Josh. Tanto goody goody. I don't know if I said that right or wrong. I have no idea whatsoever. But I said something.
You said it like...
And I hope it wasn't bad, Juan. If it was bad, you're in trouble.
You said it like Luigi from Cars.
Okay, good. So it'll be interesting. You know, we're talking about Disneyland reopening. I was just thinking about this. We're talking about Disneyland reopening, and downtown Disney hasn't even reopened yet, and that has to reopen.
That would
first.
have to do first. That would go first, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And then and I plan on going there when it reopens.
You better not come back with the Rona and get me sick.
I social distance. I wear my masks. But I think it would be interesting to see how... I want to see how they have it set up. I want to see what the guidelines are, you know, in the general walkways, at the restaurants, everywhere.
It says, I work for a large aerospace company that needs...
Oops. That needs your resort opened up. The airlines fly. Yes, I agree. Yeah, the airline industry, man, like, whoa, this is crazy. Juan will go with me to downtown Disney when they open up. If you don't feel comfortable, Juan will go with me. Juan, you know why Juan will go with me? Margarita or vodka gimlets.
No, just to see. It's like I want to go so bad, but I don't know if I'll have anxiety.
Yeah.
It just depends. I don't know if I want to jeopardize myself. But if this guy goes, it's just the same thing like me going.
Well, no, but you know I'll practice, you know,
but other
safety and stuff. Well, that's why I have to use my judgment and shift myself to the places where I need to be. Juan's like, vodka gimlets to go. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. You know, I don't know, you know, really what's going to happen. All we do know for sure is that when Disneyland and Walt Disney World reopen, that'll be a phased reopening. So there will be physical distancing implemented in the parks. There will be capacity measures implemented in the parks. There'll definitely be increased in sanitizing going on for sure. I mean, rails and stuff, you know, the stuff that I love to touch, all the rails and stuff. Mm-hmm. Those will all be done, and I'm sure they'll wipe down the rides a certain amount of times a day. And then, of course, there's going to be screening and prevention measures put in place, and definitely cast member training happening. So, you know, they have the plan. They just haven't really given us all the details of the plan yet, and I think eventually we'll get those details. But as of right now, no, we don't. You know, it's interesting because some parks like Six Flags really has put out a real detailed statement already, and they're like already saying like, this is what we're gonna do. Like, come because we are gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure we're safe. And Disneyland really has kind of been a little, not secretive, because Shanghai Disney opened up and then we've seen that. Maybe they think we already know what's going to happen because of Shanghai Disney, but, you know, they haven't really put out too much information. And I'll be honest with you, too, it's probably a smart move because things change daily in a situation like this, and companies will change their plans and their thought process and maybe tweak their training or their sanitation practices and stuff based off of what was going on in Shanghai. Maybe they have to tweak some things for over here. So if they put something out, then it's already out there. And then they update it. Maybe people aren't getting the updated version and they're looking at the old way of doing things. And so it's probably best that they're keeping quiet until they're actually ready to do it. Mm-hmm. You know? Makes sense.
Yeah. It does. I don't know. You said everything. What am I going to say?
You can say whatever you want to say. I've been working from home, can you believe, for 29.5 months. Juan has been a home worker for a while now.
Yeah, he has.
So Juan was ready for this, but Juan does like to get out.
Yeah, he does like to socialize.
He does like to get out for sure. So that's, you know.
And Carla's killing the Rona from the inside.
Yeah. Hey, Carla, me too. I'm killing the Rona from the inside. Maybe I need some stronger stuff, Carla. She's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You can test screening. You can test the screening process when you go to downtown Disney. Yes, I think so. And and there's no screening process that's 100%. I mean, taking your temperature is just one minimal thing that you can do. And I'm not saying that just because you don't, a lot of people don't show symptoms at all, so you don't show a fever, so you don't have temperature. But some people might, and so that's why they do it. There's no way to stop this 100%. I say this every time, but you can always take precautionary measures to improve your chances of not spreading this virus, which obviously we saw this past week and a lot of people not doing, which is
we
just
saw
pissing
it
me
like,
off.
ooh, cinema.
What just makes me mad? It's like, just because everything opens up doesn't mean we're back to normal. This is a new normal for us, and you have to social distance. I firmly believe that, and I don't. You're not gonna, I don't know. I don't want to go on about it, but I kind of am. So I'll just,
Yeah. Okay.
It's just one of those things, and I think I'll probably be talking about this for many live streams to come because it's just the way it is. And as I see, it's frustrating when you see things opening up and you see people in your community not practicing social distancing. It's a little frustrating,
Yeah.
I think at first we saw more people wearing masks and social distancing, and then as things started to open up, and because of the timeline, people are starting to wear less
Yeah.
masks and less practice of the social distancing.
Well, I think as things open up, people are feeling like, okay, it's getting back to normal because things are opening up, and they're kind of just forgetting, maybe.
Yeah, and it's more difficult for me when people are with strangers. For me, it's like, okay, if I'm hanging out with Juan, I know what Juan has been doing. I know that Juan is practicing social distancing. Unless he's completely lying to me, I know Juan is practicing social distancing, right? So I would feel comfortable having Juan over and hanging out with him and maybe being a little bit closer than I would with a complete stranger. But we're seeing people with complete strangers that they have no idea what their habits are, and they are just like right next to them, and they're no masking it, and it's like, it's horrible. Like Becky and I are sitting here together because we live together. We know what we're doing. No matter what, we're gonna be next to each other.
It does cross
But
my
I'm
mind.
not gonna have a podcast and throw my buddy in this chair right here and have a podcast with them because that makes no sense, Even though they're my buddy and I think I know what they're doing, I'm still not going to put them right next to me, but I might hang out with them, and feel more comfortable about it. You know what I'm saying?
Social distancing, I can understand.
Oh my gosh, Priscilla hasn't been out of the house in 3 months.
Well, Priscilla has really bad asthma.
Yeah, and it's scary out there, and that's the thing. Like, I saw this picture. I wish I had it. I saw this picture of a male nurse who was like buff, like super built, strong. Like he lifted weights, like that was like his side job or something. It seemed like, because he was like super ripped, just ripped, shredded, and he must have been 250 pounds, just big guy. Well, he caught the virus, and he was in the hospital, and he took a picture of himself, and he was shrunken down. I still wish I had those muscles when he was shrunken down, but he went from this huge ripped guy to this little skinny tiny guy. Mm-hmm. Like, and that, for somebody to be that ripped, I mean, he was a very healthy looking person, and then for it to affect them in that way,
well,
crazy.
I heard that it takes all your energy. Like, it's hard to just get out of bed too.
Yeah.
Oh, Juan saw it too.
Who said that?
Juan. Or Carla saw it.
Yes, you saw that. Yeah, it's. I wish I should have screenshotted the picture just so I could show people, because some people in this state and other states, just to know that affects that one person is pretty rough. And there's a lot of things out there that affect people. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't mean we don't care. And this is something that's new, and that is, I mean, 100,000 people plus people have died from this thing. It's crazy. So, it's just, you got to be careful out there. And these
It's
people,
a downer.
these people who are out there who think like this is no big deal, they're just They're being very selfish in my mind.
Well, I think they're not only jeopardizing their house, but they're jeopardizing other people's house. Unfortunately, not purposefully, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just what it is. So Disneyland, are we going to Disneyland? I don't know.
What did Juan say? Just don't go around making out to strangers, everyone. Okay, Juan, we're talking to you, Juan. Don't be going out there making out with strangers, Juan. Make sure you know them. It comes down to common sense. Yes, it does. But so when Downtown Disney opens up, I'm for sure gonna go. I don't know if Becky will be comfortable enough to go there or not. But we'll
I'll
see.
probably do it like when I get on the wheel of death or the Ferris wheel or free fall.
Yeah.
I'll get on it. I'll go scared and then freak out once I'm there.
We'll see when the time comes. And then definitely when Disneyland opens up, I'm gonna be there. And
You might be working. You don't know.
Oh, I'll give myself the day off. I don't care. But
oh no, his mom's baby sister passed away about 6 weeks ago
from the virus.
You know,
she was
and
only
that's
55.
That's the thing. Somebody I know, I think, said or not somebody I know. I saw it like on a Facebook post. Oh, my cousin. My cousin knew somebody that had their brother passed away from coronavirus, and then her friend went on and said that they knew somebody that was in the hospital with it, and they were only 32 years old. And I think for me, I was telling somebody that I think I know of at least 5 or 6 people that either had a family member or know somebody really close that had a family member that passed away from coronavirus. So I think because we know more than 1 or 2 people that it's real to us. And I think sometimes people don't know anybody or don't have any. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were mentioning LA opening back up. And I mentioned knowing a few people that either had a family member or knew somebody really close that had a family member that passed away. And he's like, really? You're the first person that I've ever heard of that actually knew people that had coronavirus or that knew somebody that passed away from it. And I was like, wow, it shocked me. So I think because they don't have it that close to them, they didn't really, it's not, I don't know, maybe as worrisome. But you know what, Johnny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your mom and your aunt.
Yeah.
Of course, my prayers go out to them, and that they have peace and during this time. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and we don't know the long-term effects too. Like Carla had some people that recovered, but they're discovering that there's some long-term effects that could last a lifetime with this.
That's the weird thing about it, is that you don't know. Like, there's no way to know. Like, some people get it and pass away. Some people get it and live. Some people that were sick and get it. It's just so weird. There's no like solid information to say this is what's going to happen, so.
Yeah, Rosie says she's 56 and she has to remind herself that she's in the older bracket of those who can catch the Rona. It's scary. I know people who have family and friends and coworkers who have passed from the disease. And that's the thing. I think it's become more real as time has gone on to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because once you've experienced something, once you know somebody, or you yourself, like my brother had it, and his wife.
He's fine though. He did really good with it.
He still can't taste. It's been over a month.
Oh, he still can't taste?
It was a week ago, I think we talked that he still could not taste. And usually the not tasting only lasts like 7 or 8 days. He has not been able to taste for over a month. So it might be, they don't even know. It could be permanent for him that he will never taste again.
Twinsies.
Which is crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
He will not be able to taste.
That's horrible. Like, he can't taste his steak or his food?
No.
It's just bland? Like,
I'll have to ask him if it's still going on, but it was a week and a half ago when he still said he couldn't do it. So that's crazy.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jeff Pike, how you doing? Good evening.
Priscilla, her dad passed away in March, and we haven't gotten the results of how, but it was... Oh, I'm so sorry, Priscilla.
Oh, I'm sorry, Priscilla. That's sad.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'll be praying for you and your family.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff. How are you? Michael's here. Hi.
Voices are not in sync.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. Is there an echo, Michael? Let me know if there's an echo, you guys. We are using 2 microphones, and so there could be some sort of echo. I don't think so, because I think I have all the mic settings the same. but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Hi, Carlos.
Now you got me thinking about mic settings.
Don't start messing with everything.
I know, right? Michael, we can hear them in sync. Okay, I don't know. You are in a sync with me. Okay. I am just hope keeps up. People take off their masks after they get in, and it can just be all of us who cares about each other. Yeah. This is the thing that's weird is like we don't really have a tribal mentality here in the United States, and this is where we need to have a tribal mentality. We want to protect the tribe. We need to protect everybody. And so
You're watching Joe Rogan.
A lot of us are about, no, this is just about
Tribal mentality. I never heard you say that before. Sorry.
But like when you have an individual, we have individual mentalities. Mm-hmm. We might think like, oh, we're protecting our little family, but we don't care about anybody outside of our house.
I care about other people.
And a lot of people don't even care about their own family. But I think that, we don't have this mentality of we care about strangers. I do. I think that's why I wear a mask, because I know the mask doesn't. I wear the mask to protect others. Hopefully, they wear the mask to protect me, and then everybody's protected. But it is what it is. A lot of people don't think that way.
You saw orca whales out in front of our place today.
Oh wow!
What? How amazing!
That's cool, man. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
That's really awesome.
He's living his best life ever. Let me tell you. Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see social distancing and strollers. Well, I think the strollers will help with the social distancing, but I don't know.
It'll help you, but not the baby.
Yeah, it's not going to help the baby. Because people might think that you're being social distancing from the person pushing the stroller, but then you're right up on the baby still, Yeah.
Poor babies.
Good point, though, Russ. Good point.
Murders and hornets.
Murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
One's on the murder hornet trip right now.
They're scary.
Oh, they are. And the funny thing is, I'm more scared of a bumblebee than I am a murder hornet. Like, I'm totally cool with the murder hornet, but the bumblebees, because they could be Africanized honeybees.
But they're not even...
I'm like, ah.
But they're not even as dangerous as the murder hornets.
No, but the Africanized honeybees, they swarm you. Murder hornets, that's fine. One sting, ow. But when you have thousands of Africanized honeybees, and they come and they swarm you, and they just sting you. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Aye.
No. No. Don't let that happen. That's so sad, Priscilla. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, you got me on honeybees. Oh.
Just so you know, he will leave you to die.
Yeah,
if honeybees swarm.
If there's an attack of honeybees, or Africanized honeybees, I will be the first one out. And
he ran.
Everybody else,
Hi, Trix. He ran and left me and the kids.
And those were just bees. Those weren't even crazy bees.
Yeah. Just an FYI. And got in the car, and I took care of me and 3 children.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
So I'm glad that I'm a tough chick and I don't need no man.
It's not like they weren't even close. A swarm was flying over us while we were camping in the woods, and I ran into the car like a baby and closed the doors.
Yes.
But you guys were in no danger whatsoever, which is good. I went to AMPM the other day to get a Slurpee. Yes, y'all, Slurpee cups are by the register, and you have to ask for one. Seriously, they were the same gloves, taking money all day and give you a cup.
Yeah, people wearing gloves don't know how to wear gloves.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to limit your risks, and wearing a mask is probably the best thing because the people wearing the gloves are touching everything else. Unless they're sanitizing the gloves in between every transaction, it ain't no difference. And then I had to go to Home Depot today, and I'm touching the pin pad, and I grabbed my product.
Michael's here.
Hey, what's up, Michael? But the good news is, Brittany's new page is that the virus transmitting from surfaces and from other what do you call it? Just surfaces. It's not very likely that you'll catch it. It's more about the person to person. So Michael was out having a good time too.
Michael, we're ending your life in Wyoming, in little peaceful Wyoming.
Jeez, you're living my best life ever. I totally want to go zip lining. I know you couldn't do it.
I wanted to do it in Vegas. You didn't let me.
No. You can't go on a Ferris wheel without crying. How could you go on a zip line?
I would have did it crying.
Like,
Hi, Carrie.
I didn't think LA was going to open up. Let's see. We won't have murder hornets where we live.
Yeah, you guys live in a safe area. You
Yeah.
guys are the safe zone. Everybody's
Yeah.
going to leave the cities and move to Wyoming.
Yeah.
And then we're going to bring it there.
Like, you don't even know this, but now that LA's opened up, it's totally canceled. But I was actually thinking of taking a little mini 2-day vacation with you up to Big Bear. And I found a thing where they have this slide, but you have to get on one of those little gondola thingies to ride up.
I cried on the one at the fair.
I know. So if you're going to cry on a little gondola to go on a slide.
I wouldn't go on the slide.
Huh?
Those are crazy. It goes so fast you could bounce off of it.
You would totally cry on a zip line. You would crap yourself.
I wouldn't crap myself. I'd probably cry.
You would have to wear the diaper.
I would do it crying.
Well, you wouldn't even do it, though. You wouldn't do
Hi,
it.
Chris. How are you? He says, I don't understand why Home Depot and Walmart can open and packed, yet the small businesses aren't about to open. Craziness.
Well, I think that's why in California, they realize that, these big box retail companies aren't just selling essentials. They're selling everything. And then all these small businesses who want to sell everything can't be open because they don't sell essentials. They sell other stuff. So it just wasn't fair. And I think that's why in California you see this opening happening, because they really want small businesses to succeed. And so that's just what I think is going on. But I could be totally wrong.
We don't know when
zip lines
Disney's
and Ferris
opening.
wheels are so different. Yeah, zip lines are probably way scarier for her, Carrie. Way scarier. Not for me. I love it. I bungee jumped. I want to go skydiving. I want to go zip lining. I want to do all that high stuff.
Michael, we don't know when Disney's going to open. They haven't said anything. Disney won't fix his pass unless he's there? You can't call?
Who?
Michael says, and Disney won't fix my pass unless I'm physically there.
What do you mean by fix my pass? So here you go. I'm gonna give you a story. I called Disney. So we're annual pass holders for Disneyland. I called.
Hi, Richard.
I called Disneyland today, and I was on hold for less than 2 minutes. So they have, if you Google Disneyland annual pass or Disneyland AP phone number, it'll give you the phone number for annual pass holders. And then they give you the first option is if you want to look at your pass, like, so you can either just, since you haven't been, if you paid off your pass in full, well, okay. But we haven't paid our pass off in full. We paid a big, large chunk of it. But so for 2 passes, we were only paying $75 a month total.
So, Michael, did you tell him you can't go fix your pass because ain't nobody there?
Yeah, right? But did you call the annual pass holder hotline, Michael, also? I'm going to look it up for you right now because I just...
So what's wrong with your pass that it needs to be fixed is the question.
There's a few...
Even though I know nothing and I can't help you, I just want to ask that question. I will pass it on to Josh, who might be able to help you. I just sound like I'm smart.
Yeah.
It's the glasses, really. It's the glasses.
That's funny. So...
they said the department isn't open.
What department isn't open? I called today at 1 in the afternoon. They answered my call in less than 2 minutes.
Is that the number right there Jeff gave him? Yep.
Yeah, that's the number, Jeff. I just pulled it up, and that's the number. Good job, Jeff. So
is it broken, Michael?
You call them Monday through Friday, not last Monday because it was a holiday. So I called them today because it's Tuesday. And our pass expires May 31st. And obviously we haven't been paying since they haven't been charging us since this whole thing started. And so they give you the option. They said, well, do you just want to let your pass expire and then you're done? Or you go with option 2 and you say option 2 is, I would like to resume my payments once the park's open and I'll have a new expiration date based off of the park opening. OMG, they fixed it when I just went to show up. What was going on? So the whole phone call to have my pass extended and resume my payments once the park opens took about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Total. Wait time and doing everything took about 10 minutes. It was They were, and I have to say, they were super nice.
Were they?
Super nice. Like, just totally understanding, because this is what they're doing. They know there's options, and I kind of, the good thing is, too, is I think for them,
If you know your options.
I knew my options. I knew what the options they were offering, and I said, this is what I want. And so it made it very easy. The lady's like, oh, okay, well, just let me get your pass numbers. Do you have your pass numbers with you? Yeah, of course I do. Okay, let me put them in, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I see you're almost done already. So do you want to da-da-da? And I was like, yep, that's what I want to do. And she's like, okay, thank you very much. You know, you're done. You're all taken care of. So it was great. Yeah, Rosier says they're super nice.
And Michael would have to call you to explain it. It was crazy, apparently.
You'll have to let me know, Michael, and we'll guide you.
No, they already fixed it, he said.
Oh, they already fixed. No, but I don't know if he was joking about that, or maybe he wasn't. Brittany's new page says, I know they say to support your local restaurants right now. Order from them because I prefer home cooked meals. It's very rare that I go to a restaurant, feel bad, but not really. Well, I have to say I understand where she's coming from, because we have been doing a lot of home cooking now that we're both home.
We do a lot of home cooking anyways, unless we go to Disneyland.
We weren't big restaurant. We didn't go to a lot of restaurants in general. We would do a lot of our eating out was at Disneyland. So that was like our eating out.
Yeah.
So, and then I think because we were home and we didn't want to go out very much during this time.
And we don't want people touching our stuff.
Yeah, so we've been cooking like a lot of good stuff.
Ooh, I made deep fried tilapia yesterday.
Oh, so good.
With corn flour. It was delicious.
Yeah, and then I mean I've smoked a brisket during this time, which is a first, and I think I can do better. And then I smoked some bomb pork ribs.
Yes.
Josh, what did you have to do with your pass? I am still confused with my AP expiration gets extended automatically. No, you have to call them. If you don't call them
the number that you put up.
The number you put up, you need to call them. So there's two options. The first option is you're not paying anything right now and your pass expires, you're done. What they will do, if you've paid in full, so some of you guys have paid in full for your pass. So if you've paid in full, your pass will be extended for the time Disneyland is closed. Unfortunately for us, our pass expires during the time they are closed. So let's say your pass expires in September and they're closed for 4 months during this time. Well, they will extend your pass 4 months past September automatically because you paid in full. Now, for people who were paying payment plans, they were going to not take any more payment money.
He paid in full out of state.
Yeah, so they're just going to extend your pass automatically. You might want to call and double check on that because you just might want to. I would not trust some guy on YouTube who doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just saying, Jeff, you're the wizard. I'm just some guy on YouTube who doesn't know what I'm talking about. And I'll be honest with you. Here's what I think right now. The AP line is not that busy because most people panicked and called right away. Jeff, call them around 1 o'clock our time. You're not going to be on hold very long. Call them tomorrow and just ask them. Just ask them. You'll be fine. I mean, they'll,
Juan, just follow your heart, friend. That's what you tell me all the time.
Juan tells me just follow my heart too, and that's why I'm still here with you because I'm just following my heart.
You know what's crazy, you guys? Want to hear something absolutely nuts? Since we have been stuck in quarantine together all this time, we've gotten so much closer, nicer, and lovey-dovey to each other. We're constantly like, oh, I love you, babe, I love you, and giving each other kisses on the head. And I told him yesterday, I go, you know what? Quarantine has brought us even closer together. Like, we already got along really well, but it's so weird. It's just brought us even closer.
Yeah, I guess
After 23 years of marriage, like we've just been nice. Thank you, Michael. He loves my purple hair. Yeah, we've just been a lot. I don't know. It's just more cariñoso. How do you say cariñoso in English? Like
cariñosa.
Cariñoso, like how do you say cariñoso, Juan, in English?
Jeff Pike. Okay, Josh, problem solved. I tell them that this Midlife Vibe said this to me and to make it better. Josh said so. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Like sweet.
I
like,
believe because you paid in full, your pass will be extended for the time period that they're
Pickles,
closed.
I love you. That's my little cousin.
Aw, look at that. Look at they had their in her picture. It's them at Disneyland with their bride and groom caps and stuff.
Angelica, I'm gonna have to make you some ears for free because I saw the pictures of ears I made you before. Although they were extremely cute, I'm just much better at ear making now.
Yeah. I agree. You are. Yeah, you are.
She's so cute, you guys. She got engaged at Disneyland. I love my little cousins.
Yeah. So
I love her.
I always lose track of whatever we're talking about once we get on these
Loving,
little tangents.
cariñoso, like loving and.
That's enough talk about loving.
See.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. It's good to be.
I did find out he didn't like my white hair.
Yeah.
He didn't like my gray hair. He never said anything, but
you know, there's two sides to that. Not saying anything. A, it saves me money to not say anything about the white hair. And then, why am I getting kicked?
No, go ahead.
B, well, I love you, so I really don't care what your hair looks like. You know.
Yes. Okay. Talk about Disneyland. Haha, I love them. They're displayed in my. They're super cute, but I'm much better.
Yeah. So, hey, Michael. What am I wearing? What am I wearing, Michael?
Every Tuesday, it's time out with Michael.
You know, I didn't even plan that. I just this morning
Tuesday
I got
shirt?
up and I just said, I'm wearing this shirt today, and I put it
Tuesday
on,
shirt.
and then it was Tuesday. Lisa
Thank you,
loved
Lisa.
her white hair.
I loved my
know.
white hair too. I really liked it. It didn't bother me at all. I was totally okay with it. I was confident with it. But I'm going to have to go back into the workforce. And unfortunately, I just think, and maybe I'm overthinking, maybe it's old school thinking. I'm just thinking as a woman that's getting older, interviewing and going in with white hair, even though I would have combed my hair like this or something, I wouldn't have went in with my crazy curly hair or wannabe curly hair. I just think that it's like putting on your best suit, you know, going to your interview with your Jones of New York suit and your hair combed and, you know, versus, I don't know, maybe it was me. But then Jessica says, most companies will, or somebody said, most companies aren't going to hire you with purple hair anyways. So I didn't think about that, but either they like me or they don't. And that's what I say.
And I have a question too.
What?
Here's my question. Should I keep the beard when I
Yes.
go back to work?
Yes.
What do you guys think? Should I keep the beard? It's a little uneven though. See,
One
like
for
there's
yes.
like spots right here.
It's going to grow over.
This side is thinner than this side. And I noticed that even down at the bottom, this side is thicker than this side right here. I don't know why. But I like it. I like it. I like it. I just want to think. What do you guys think? I know Michael's going to say keep the beard for sure. Tony, you're still there? Oh my gosh. like my goal is to get this like big beard. But I have to say, Jeff Pike has the biggest beard of everybody I'm friends with.
The longest beard, yeah, too.
Tony comes in second.
And
but
then
Jeff Pike has the longest beard. Like it comes down. Like
ZZ Tops.
Does it reach your belly button, Jeff?
It's
Does
like
your beard
ZZ,
reach
it's
your
like
chest?
a ZZ Top beard.
Yeah. Okay, everyone's saying keep it.
I
oh
say keep
my
it, too.
Gosh. We'll see.
Hair,
I'm
skin, and
curious.
nails.
I'm curious to see what my boss says. That's what I'm curious to see. You know, and
They've seen you in a video, haven't they? In a work video, your boss.
I was on I was on a conference call, but you know, I don't know if they realize, you know, they think I'm going to keep it though. Like, I don't know if they think I'm going to just be like this is okay. Like, you know, whatever, but I just don't know.
Well, it's not uncontrollable. You can have a beard now.
No, you can. This part right here.
You're not that white. You're not
here.
that white collar that you can't
This
have.
part right here.
It's going to grow over. But you're not that white collar that you can't have one.
Oh, I know.
You're not on the stock exchange. Hi, Joe. See, even Joe says. Joe only chimes in for the important stuff. So if Joe says keep it, you keep the beard.
Joe, why you gotta say it, Joe? It's gotta stay then. And I want to grow it long though. I want to grow it longer. Like I really do.
If you grow your beard longer, I'll grow my hair longer.
Okay.
How about that?
So no pixie cuts for you.
Hey, it depends on your beard.
Oh no! You're horrible. You're a horrible woman.
Michael says, I think as long as it's kept clean and out of, not out of control, you're just fine.
Yeah, and I'll trim it and stuff. I haven't had to trim it yet. It's actually it's getting almost as long as my goatee
Yeah,
was. It's starting to fall into place, and that was kind of an awkward point because I didn't want to shave that down too little.
Tell them what happened with the castor oil. Did you stop using it?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's starting to heal up a little bit, but I might be scarred for life.
So Josh broke out. Josh started using the castor oil, and he totally broke out in a rash all over his neck. My boss has a long beard, makes him look older.
He's only 40.
Well, Josh is old.
And then Richard says, I keep the sideburns only.
Yes, Richard.
And I never thought I could grow little
That
sideburns.
would be so funny. Bald with sideburns only. Hilarious.
No, if I had hair, but
turn your sideburns into stars so we can call you Starburns.
So
I love it. Hilarious.
Well, I had got castor oil because somebody had said put castor oil in your beard.
Castor.
Not castrol, not the car oil. Castor. Tea tree oils and balms are way less aggressive. Okay.
See, I gave him tea tree oil, but he didn't want to use it.
Well, I'm gonna try some balms, I think, because I got castor oil and then I started using it, and then like about 2-3 days in, I started breaking out in this rash on my neck, and I was like, "What has changed?" And it was the castor oil. And so
castor.
Yeah, the castor.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to stop. So I stopped using it, and the rash started to go away, but you can still see some red spots right here.
Yeah, I had to give him some of my rash oil because I had got this rash one time, and they gave me rash oil with steroids. It's steroid oil. Yeah. And so I had to give him some so he could put it on. You should probably put it on until it goes away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you need to give me some
Just
more.
Like once a day.
I don't even know where is that. Is that this stuff here?
One says, well, no.
No.
Don't use that.
Oh, that's liquid bandage.
One says, well, duh, it's for cars, Josh.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was Lightning McQueen, so okay, I thought it would be totally fine. By the way, Pippo is Italian for goofy. Okay.
You're Pippo.
Pippo. Hey, Tony, can you recommend a good balm? I'm not sure if I like the tea tree oils.
He doesn't like the way it smells.
Maybe, can you recommend a good balm that I can pick up, order online, Amazon or something that I could put in there? Because one thing I did like about the castor oil was it helped shape the beard. It helped like keep it in order.
Why do you think I put oil in my hair? You've seen my hair when I wake up. If I don't put stuff in my hair, it's out of control. So, yeah. That's what it does, sir.
Jeff Pike, the 1040W works the best. I'm not talking about the car oil. Come on, you're killing me.
Was it WD-40?
You're killing me. You guys are killing me. Jeff, trimming down, not long enough to braid. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'll send you some pics. Thank you, Tony.
And
please.
Tony said he'll send you some links.
And then I'll send you a pic of what I use. All right, thank you. I need help, guys. I'll be honest. I've never in my entire life ever grown a beard. I've only grown a goatee since I've known you pretty much, and only shaved that off a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I've always had just a goatee because I didn't know I was capable of this. And really, I wasn't capable of it because I never had enough time to let it fill in like it is now. I mean, this is the product of 2 months now almost. May 17th, April, May 17th. Yeah. 2 months would be, basically 2 months. This is the product of 2 months worth of beard growing. So I don't grow facial hair very quickly in these areas. So I needed that, but I can never take 2 months off of work, you know?
Yeah,
so,
true. Like my mom says, true that.
And I can't go, and honestly, I see the guys that come to work and like they're kind of scruffy because they're just kind of growing it and stuff like that. And
Rosie
I can't do
says
that.
they have hair color spray to fill in the bald spots.
Send me a link. I want to get some hair color spray to fill this in right here.
It's fun, Josh. It's wearing his beard and our beards, Tony.
Yes.
It's fun, Josh.
Now I could be a guest on Time Out with Michael and Tony because I have a beard.
Now I'm back. I had to go to the store. Okay. Hi,
Wow,
DDG.
we're on here that long. You were able to go to the store, DDG? You're a superstar,
Your beard
DDG.
on your face and their beards on your shirt.
There you go. Yeah, right? Look at that. We got the triple threat going on right here.
Oh, is it your dream to have your little beard right here and their little beard there?
They'll put a little baby beard with a
and
diaper.
then Jeff's beard would go right here and just whoo, wipe you guys all out.
Yeah, Jeff's beard would just be like the whole shirt. That's it. Done. All natural is the way to go. Remember, never do a heavy trim if you can do it. Just not trim ever. Yeah, well, I would only probably trim like maybe my sides right here down a little bit to keep that from getting bigger, and then kind of shape it to where this part just comes down. But we'll see. I mean, what do you think? 10 years I might be like this long?
I don't think so. Your facial hair grows pretty fast.
I don't think it grows that fast.
Well, because you trim. Josh is very religious about trimming his mustache, his goatee, his hair, clipping his nails. He's very.
Well, usually when I know, like for facial hair, when I know I'm going to a meeting.
But I don't think you
stuff.
have to trim. Just leave it alone.
Well, a little bit, you
No,
know,
you don't.
just a little bit.
No, you don't. They already hired you.
Oh my gosh. But I do want to take this time really quick just to thank our Patreons out there.
Yeah.
I want to thank them so much. Thank you for helping support the channel, supporting everything that we do. We appreciate you so much.
I started sending out little goodies.
Yes.
Little goodies.
And I hope that all you Patreons have gotten your little goodies that Becky has been saying out.
No, I said I started. I'm starting too.
Oh.
They wouldn't have gotten them yet.
Okay. They're coming on your way.
One person got something, and then I sent a little extra in DDG's package, and
yes.
I have another Patreon.
Yeah, thank you, DDG, so much. You're an awesome Patreon member, DDG. Thank you so much.
And then I got a couple more going out.
Yeah, so awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel. We really do appreciate it so much. Let's see. No Shave November starts for me and Josh now. Right, Michael? That's pretty much what's happening right now. Like, Jeff, when did you start your No Shave November? Like 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Because that beard, I mean, how long does it take you to grow a beard that long, Jeff? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Everyone saying hi.
Much love to my homies.
Much
Team
love.
Biash.
And Joe. Oh, man.
What do you got?
Are
you reading comments or what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I was reading comments and not verbally reading comments.
You used to talk, and
know.
now you're not talking. I'm like, why is there dead silence? What are you doing here?
That's funny.
It's the wrong live stream, buddy.
Oh, I do want to remind everybody, though. I do want to remind everybody about one thing. So, over at Beloved One Creations, you guys.
Hey, you didn't tell me you're doing this.
Yeah, over at Beloved One Creations, you guys. There are some really cool face masks for sale. You selling those keychains too?
I can. They're there.
They're there. They're pictured. There's some keychains, some face masks, maybe some face masks that match keychains. I don't even know if that's even possible right now.
Some, yes. I usually will post them together.
She's taking custom orders for what fabric she has and stuff like that. If you guys need any face masks as things open up, don't forget to check out Beloved One Creations BH over there. And then also, if you want to support small businesses, I have to say you'd want to check out Margarita's Bag. You can get 15% off using coupon code Becky. All you got to do is the word Becky, and you'll get 15% off your order. Margarita's Bag has the cutest little stickers and patches and stuff over there. Just let them know that Midlife sent you. Use coupon code Becky, or you can just let her know Becky sent you. But she's super awesome. Make sure you follow her on Instagram too.
Tell them about the new logo and my page. Show them. Tell them.
Well, I don't know if I could show you.
Yes, Juanito said.
I know, but here's where I can see your logo.
Well, on the Etsy page,
I'm trying to see your logo. Oh, see, Beloved. Okay, let me find. You guys, you threw me off there for a minute. I got to see if I can find it on Etsy and stuff. But I was talking about getting 15% off of Margarita's Bag. So you can do that. She has a webpage called margaritasbag.com, or you go to her Instagram and you can just click on the link right there, and that'll show you how to get there. Alrighty then.
I just got that mug. It's not here yet, but I got it. You already know I have an addiction to Margarita's
She has
bag.
an addiction to Margarita's bag for sure. But she tells me on the live stream every time she buys stuff, or I see it in the mail when it comes. But usually she'll let the cat out of the bag on the live stream because she knows I can't say anything. So, I mean, not like I don't go out and buy anything, you know. I'm not out there buying lots of stuff.
Okay, do
Right,
that
Becky?
first, and then you can tell them what you bought.
Okay, so I have to go to your Etsy page, you're saying?
Yes.
So,
Etsy?
can you talk while I search Etsy?
So he's going to go and search for my Etsy page so he can show you my awesome new logo that I got going on for my Etsy shop, made by my wonderful friend Juanito, also known as Spicy Goodness.
I don't think this is it.
Made me. That's not it.
I don't know. I have to try to find it.
Juanito made me shop art, and then also for my Instagram, and he gave me made a page for my labels, which my printer doesn't work very well because it doesn't print the labels really nicely. But either way, it's not Juan's art, it's my printer. Becky's mask rule. Yay, thank you. Did my first shopping trip sporting her mask with no fog. Yeah, that's what I like, is that I don't get fog in my glasses when I wear them. And they're just I think they're comfortable. So that's just me.
I need to go check something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, Josh is going to go check something. So if you guys can see, he did this cute little, let me find the mouse. This little circle with the needle and thread, and put my beloved one creations there, and then he made this channel art for me, and then I just ordered little cards to stick in all my orders when I send them out. So it's super cute. I really love it. I really appreciate it, and I love, Juanito, that you put that teal or turquoise color in there, because that was the color I originally had in mind. And so when I packaged them in the turquoise tissue paper, they matched the stickers. Long day, let me see. Long day, good. Priscilla, how are you? Jeff, Becky Boo's masks are super comfy. Becky's masks are bomb. Thank you, DDG. My new one is a hot wherever I go. Megan doesn't get fog when she wears hers either. Yeah, that's what I found is with that pipe cleaner. If you press the pipe cleaner down and put your glasses over it, they shouldn't fog up. Oh, I'm glad you get compliments, Michael. I'm hoping to get them this week, Michael. I should be getting them by the 28th or 29th. They're just little cards, but yes, I can send some. I'm good, Disney Diva Gem. How are we feeling about COVID-19? We just talked the whole stream about that. We are kind of on the side of, for ourselves, of exercising caution and wearing our face mask and social distancing. That's just the side of the fence that we're on. You know, I do have asthma really bad, so yes, that's where we are on, taking care of ourselves here. Jeff Pike says, wow, Juan, great design. It really represents Becky. Very impressed. Yeah, I love the colors. I love everything about it. And Juanito, I'm gonna cut that out on my Cricut and put it on a shirt. Let me see.
What were you guys talking about? Just your logo?
Yeah, and then Michael was asking about business cards. I'm saying, yes, Juan just made them for me. And let me see. That's a good tip. My glasses are constantly fogging up. Yeah, so when do you have one of my masks?
No, they're in the
I have this one.
car. Well, I might have one over there, but you have one here.
So when you put it on, I have lipstick on. I really don't. You put it this way and pull it down, right? So there's did I put it on upside down? Put it on upside down. Okay.
You don't even know how to wear your own mask.
So when you put it on, there's a pipe cleaner here on the top. You'd pinch it down like this. I pinch it against my nose. And if you can see, can you see?
Yeah.
it hugs my nose like this and my cheeks, so my glasses won't fog up when I wear them.
Yeah, the key is to get the glasses over the mask, and that kind of keeps that area pinned down to your face, so then that way your glasses don't fog up.
I like to pull the mask down under my chin as well because it fits nice and snug. Now, I'm not using crafting pipe cleaners though, which is probably one of the differences because some of the pipe cleaners, the metal in the pipe cleaners are kind of thin and they don't really work as well. The last, I'll say, except for the very first batch, because I just was using what I could get my hands on. But all the pipe cleaners that I use now, I buy on Amazon, and they're actual real pipe cleaners for cleaning pipes. And so they're a little more sturdy. So it does pinch the nose a lot nicer. And there's my ad.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I don't make the masks, I just wear them. But so far, everyone that's bought your masks has complimented the quality of them so much.
Yeah, this is a pew pew mask. He wants to see the pew pew mask. Oh. Open it up.
Pew 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 pew. I got a special ride on Buzz Lightyear with one of these masks that I'm gonna have to wear this while I break 1,000,000.
Thank you, Paige and Mr. Merrill. And also, I don't have a whole lot up on the shop, but on my Instagram page, which is Beloved One Creations, and it looks just like the artwork that you've seen Josh pull up. That one, I also put my fabrics that I have. I paired them up. I'm making them per order. So if you order it, then I make it if the fabric is up there, instead of making big batches. Right now, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can go on to buy what is on the Etsy shop, which there's not a whole lot on there, or you can find me at Beloved One Creations on Instagram, and you'll see all the different fabric patterns that I have, and you can just DM me and we can go from there. Yeah, Jeff is the champion of Buzz Lightyear. And thank you guys for asking. I really appreciate you all.
Man.
Hi, Jackie.
Jeff is the champion. And, you know, I was about to take the trophy back, and then the Rona hit. And then, like, it just ruined my opportunity to take back.
Thank you. And Juan, thank you, Juan, for putting up the Instagram page. I'm doing most of my mask selling there on the Instagram page. I do take PayPal, Zelle, and
Venmo.
Not necessarily Venmo. I try not to do Venmo, but I do have Square. But generally PayPal and Zelle. But I'm trying to do more of it on the Instagram because it's just easier to post all the pictures and let you see them, the pictures of the fabrics that I have there.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I would know or anything.
It takes us time than having to put in all the descriptions and what have you.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right. Well, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Stupid C19.
Yeah. C19. Juan, it's going to be on C19.
Joe, he swears he was going to beat Jeff, but Jeff beat him twice already.
Joe, I you know.
And that last one, though,
man.
that last one where your gun was horrible, which his gun was horrible, but that wasn't the thing. They were like neck and neck. And I was like, they were like two points off. And then all of a sudden, Jeff just took the lead. I don't have any more cocoa fabric. I sold out of all of my cocoa. And then I think I discussed it on the last live stream. I bought 2 yards of cocoa, 2 yards of sarape, 2 yards of Sacred Hearts, and 2 yards of this cool Native American print. And the post office lost my package.
Yeah.
They were supposed to just put it in my P.O. box. And they couldn't even do that, and they lost my package.
Yeah.
And so I don't have the fabric.
Yeah. Jess says, Michael, that was BC before COVID. But we all have a clean slate, and I am ready for AC after COVID. Blab tourney and set the new AC Mountain Challenge time.
Stop trying to make C19 happen. It's not going to happen.
It is. Juan, it already happened, Juan. It already happened. C19 is here. So, yeah, I look forward to my battles with Jeff, but I'm so nervous with my battles with Jeff because I know I can beat him,
But you haven't.
but I haven't.
But he hasn't, so he
And
can't.
Jeff is such a formidable opponent. Like, he is the man. And Jeff, you are so good at Astro Blasters, and I love the competition. I love the challenge. But when Jeff takes off his sweater or his jacket,
You get scared
on the ride, I feel myself start to shake because I'm like, all of a sudden you start seeing those muscles of his, and I'm like, oh no, no. And I start getting nervous, and then I can't aim, and it's like, I think it's such a mental thing now.
It's true because Josh will turn his hat around,
Oh.
but Jeff takes off his sweatshirt and everything.
And he is not messing around.
You know, Jackie, I was lucky. I bought one of those big bolts of interfacing for like $130. So I didn't even have to buy interfacing anymore. And I've been getting my elastic on Amazon. I've been buying rolls of 50 yards, is it? And I buy like 2 of white, 2 of black. So I've gotten lucky and had not had to stock up on it. What's not in what there's not a lot of is good fabric prints, you know.
Yeah.
I'm super disappointed that the post office misplaced.
That was a bummer because that was a good batch.
It was just good fabric, like people had been wanting, like the cocoa fabric, you know, and the serape fabric, because I was planning on making masks and makeup bags and keychains, and you know, I don't just sew masks, so I was kind of bummed out. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do.
You know, yeah, you know, that's just it's the facts of life, you know.
They put it in a different box. Hi, Al Cruz.
Yeah, they said they put it in an RPO box, but they didn't.
It
because
didn't
there was
even
nothing
fit in
there.
our box. It was too big. And they didn't leave me
Yeah.
the paper telling me to go pick it up at the counter. And they didn't put the key for me to get it out of another one. So I'm just SOL.
So yeah, it's
I'm SOL, guys.
you're out of luck.
Hi, Al Cruz.
Out of luck. Hey, El Cruz, how you doing? So, you know, I'm excited because I think that Downtown Disney's going to open up, but I'm also worried because my work is going to too, and then I'm going to have to.
Holistic?
No, there you go. You're good.
Okay.
It was like a little piece of lint, or it was.
Oh,
it
for
was
the mask.
It was from the mask, and so I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to be there the first day.
Jeff Pike, he's worried because you brought a trophy. You had to fight to get that trophy in Disneyland for the winner, and then you won, and you just had to take it back home.
Right, Jeff? Because, like, Becky can sit in my car because we're allowed to because we're together. And Lisa can sit in your car because you're allowed to, but we definitely can't sit in the same car, Jeff. Jeff likes it that way, too. He wants full control of his
because
destiny. And I agree, too. I want full control of my destiny when it comes to the car. Like, I don't think you can have two people playing each other in the same car.
No, because remember what's his name used to do to you?
Oh, yeah. Spin it on me. I'd get so mad. So, and I know Michael's going to come and want to challenge. And I think,
Stop trying to make scene.
Michael, I think you're going to have to challenge Becky first. And if I see that you can whoop Becky on Astro Blasters,
I'm horrible.
then we'll let you step up. Oh, I know, but, you know, I don't know.
Didn't we play him? No, who did we play last time that they scored as much as me? Who was it?
Maybe Kittle.
No, and they said that they could. I don't remember who it was.
D now, she's a formidable opponent too, but she has yet to take me out. She has not earned her status to be able to play Jeff Pike.
No, no, that's a whole different ball game right there.
Jeff is like a legend. He's created this legendary status. I was undefeated on that ride until I played Jeff, and then that was it. I was done. Like, my whole goal in life is to defeat him at least once.
Really? That's it?
That's it.
And then you can die in your
And then I'm done. Then I'll walk out and I'll be like, I'll collapse. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So no, what a great time. Well, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got, peeps. So I think that's it for tonight. I think
you're at your 140 if you go 50,
yeah.
20.
What, are you saying you want to go for 2 hours?
Oh no, I'm getting kind of sleepy.
There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. One
Oh
more thing I
Lord
wanted to talk
Jesus,
about.
he's gonna be talking for a long time.
No,
now.
no. I
Josh,
made a purchase today.
Josh is thinking it's gonna open 4th of July weekend. Michael.
I made a purchase today. I bought a new camera. I'm keeping the old one too, but I wanted to try something different, and I got a new Canon camera. The price was right for me, and it's not the best camera. It's not. I mean, I wanted a Sony A6600, but I wasn't about to spend $1,200 on a camera plus $500 on a lens to make that happen. That wasn't gonna happen. So I went and got myself a Canon M50. I know people are torn on this. Some people like them, some people don't. Now, I'm not a big fan of the lens that comes with it, and I'll pick up an extra lens for this camera eventually. But
Bye, Al Cruz. Ooh, he has fish on. Yum. Midlife Vibe.
We had fish last night. That was good. So, yeah. So, new vlogging camera. I'm going to try it out. I still have my Mark II, the G7X Mark II. I love that camera because it's so small and stuff. But this camera is actually really small for a...
you can't put it in your pocket.
I can't put it in my pocket. But I got it at Costco. And Costco has a 90-day return policy. So if I don't like it, I have 90 days to try it out. 90 days to do what I want with it. It came with a sling backpack. It came with a memory card. So it came with a whole backpack, which I've already fully loaded. It came with it's a nice thing backpack. This camera by itself, I got all this extra stuff because I got it at Costco for the same price as you get the camera by itself on Amazon. So I was very happy. Very happy.
So yeah, so he got a new camera, stimulus check. Rosie says, liking that stimulus check.
No, that was not even the stimulus check. That's still sitting in the bank account. I haven't touched that money.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah. See, and Jeff, that was the thing. Like I was like, okay, I can buy it on Amazon. I can buy it here. I can buy it there. But then I'm like, Costco for electronics, 90-day return policy. Pretty much no questions asked as long as you have everything. So I stuck everything that came with it. I put the box and the plastics and everything back in the big box, and I have it stored away. And I'll be able to tell in a month or two if I want to keep this camera or not. Because, the problem with cameras is... I bit my tongue. The problem with cameras is that you can watch all the reviews you want on them, but until you really try it and see what it's like in your hands and how it works with what you need, you just don't know. And the reason why I wanted this camera is because the one problem with the G7X is it doesn't have an external mic output, and this does have an external mic output. And I sometimes am frustrated with the quality of the audio at the theme parks. And with this, I think I'll be more happy with it.
Happier.
Did you say? You were going to ask something?
Crapola, what was I going to ask you? So how long have you been looking at different reviews and different...
Not very long.
Really?
Well, what do you say? Like 3 or 4 days? I started looking at reviews, what?
Because usually you look for a long time.
Well, but because we're in quarantine and stay at home, I've been able to like binge it and really look at a ton of reviews. And don't get me wrong, like we could have went out there and bought the $1,200 camera, the $1,500 camera. But I don't think for me I could justify it to myself doing that just yet.
No. Like we have other things we could buy.
Yeah, so I thought, but I felt like I deserved a little extra camera there to help with, my hobby, what we're doing here on YouTube, and just wanted to expand that to see if we can improve the quality of the vlogging.
We don't make no money on YouTube.
No, I know, but it was about
your hobby,
learning something new. That's what I said. I said my hobby.
When he told me he wanted to buy a new camera, and he told me how much it was. I see what I'm doing.
What do you want me to do? This one?
Yeah. So when he told me that he wanted to buy a new camera, and he told me how much it was, my response was what? Go buy one.
Go ahead. Ooh.
And because
Is is that the one you want? And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I really want the
Because
other one.
Jessica's
She goes,
asking how
why don't you?
much.
She goes, why don't you go buy the other one? And I was like, because I don't feel comfortable spending that much money on a camera and carrying it around the parks. You know, how much? It was $4.99. It shoots in 4K if I want to. I'm probably not going to use the 4K option very much because it eats up a lot of memory on your memory cards, and B, it takes forever to render. And so I'll probably just stick with the 60 frames per second, 1080p. And, the other thing the reason why I got it, I wanted interchangeable lenses because I'm going to want to get a very good low light lens for dark rides and for Halloween events and stuff like that, so we can really see a good video quality come out of that.
And the reason why I didn't care if he went and got one is because I think everybody should have a hobby, something where you're able to relax and enjoy. What does he say? We have a photo club at my work, and some of the cameras they have are like $5,000.
Oh yeah!
Wow!
Oh yeah! And then that's not including the lens. The lenses are more expensive than the cameras. I mean, some of those lenses out there are ridiculous. I was gonna say crazy, and then I turned to ridiculous. I went ridiculous.
Yeah, so I just know that it's
amounts.
important for you to have people to have an outlet of creativity or something that they enjoy. Like my brother loves to fish, and that's his thing. I just bought myself a cutting board. I just got myself.
She has cutting boards.
No, I bought myself a table. It covers my whole entire 6-foot table.
I bought cutting boards for the kitchen, and she has cutting boards for her crafting area. Like the whole table, it's a gigantic cutting board now.
Well, because when you have a hobby or something that you do, and I sew a lot, you need your tools. It's like when you go to work, you need your tools to be able to work efficiently. And so I bought myself some crafting stuff, and he does work very hard to support our family. I'm not the breadwinner here, you guys. I probably just make enough to support my shopping.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye,
You guys have a great
Lisa.
walk.
Love you, Lisa. So, I love to be obnoxious, Juan says.
Yes.
Juan's not obnoxious.
He's obnoxious in a great way.
We love Juan.
Yeah.
So it's his little thing that he likes to do. He doesn't go out and spend a lot of money very often, so.
Even though we just got ourselves a new desk, we got ourselves new microphones.
We did get ourselves a new desk, but you know what? We were on a little student desk. And he does work from home.
Hey, reality show realness.
Hi, he does work from home, so he needed a bigger desk to where he can actually type and have his notebook and his whatever he's working on. He was bringing in a card table and setting it up on side of our desk to work.
Yeah.
And if you're going to work from home, you need to be able to work efficiently and comfortably, I think.
Yeah, we just needed a bigger desk for you, and we needed a better setup so we weren't always fighting for the microphone, even though we didn't need to. But there's something different about having a microphone right in front of you.
Look, I'm not pushed in the corner. I have room.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't said like one thing about being like pushed in the corner or anything like that.
I have leg room because there was a file cabinet in the other desk, and I couldn't look at it. My legs are over here because I have room now. So yeah, we needed an update on our vlogging area. So yeah, we did some stuff.
Got yourself a new mattress topper too. I did too.
Yeah.
So our mattress topper is actually supposed to come tomorrow. We got it from Costco. We went online and got it, and got a great deal. So Juan was saying how he got a mattress topper, and I told him I got a mattress topper too. I don't have it yet. It's coming in the mail tomorrow. How do you? It's weird saying it's coming in the mail because it's a mattress topper. It's a pretty dang big box, but yeah, it'll be here.
Thank you so much, DDG.
DDG, loving the hair.
Yeah, so
Love
then
the
we
new
got
setup,
new
too.
bedding, and maybe I'll do a little review of the new stuff that we got on my channel.
I saw the title and I started getting so excited. I also have a question, but do you guys have an idea if Marvel Land has continued construction? I heard that they started up construction again. I just don't know if they're doing it every day or if it's how many workers are in there. But I have heard that. And yeah, reality show. We started. We talked a lot about Disney reopening and stuff at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, definitely make sure you go back and listen to the beginning part. We talked for the good first hour probably of the stream about Disneyland reopening and stuff. And but any questions, feel free to ask in the chat, and we'll definitely answer them when we can. But I know Marvel Land has been pushed back. Obviously, they're not going to open it up summer of this year, but it's definitely been pushed back. But they are making more progress, and yes, I've heard that they are doing more construction there. I just don't have proof of it because I can't see them in the parks. I can't go to the parks and watch them. But
can't do construction updates.
Can't do my construction updates right now. But I have heard that they are starting back up with the construction project, especially that one, because that's a big one. They've already poured a lot of money into it, and they need to get that back and open for when this is all over with, that they can, hopefully either by the end of this year or early next year, open up Marvel Land to the crowds.
Do you think they're going to bring back the red car trolley?
Not for a long time.
But you think they will
I think they will eventually, yeah. Otherwise, why would they add... They added new charging stations for the red car trolley right when you first come into DCA. Why would they do that if they were going to take it away forever?
I didn't even know they did it.
Yeah, and then they did brickwork in front of Guardians of the Galaxy and left the tracks for the red car trolley there. So why would they do that if they weren't going to keep it in that path? So it's going to be weird, though, because it's still going to be on the path into Marvel Land, which I don't see how they do that with the entrance to Marvel Land. But it was there when they had Bugs Land there, too. So still, I think it'll be there. Let's see. I think they will go into overtime to get it done. Yeah, I agree with you, Russ, on the tubes. And then, let's see. The news chopper flew over last week and showed a few people walking around in Marvel Land. Yeah, and so I've seen that. It's just, I don't know what the extent of the construction is going on. I think they're probably going to start ramping up the construction as guidelines have eased here in California for people to be a little bit closer to each other. Not closer to each other, but more people in one place.
There's my question. Reality show realness. That darn food and wine pass, people bought it and didn't get to use it.
My mom was explaining how she hopes they either give her money back or they'll continue Food and Wine Festival because she bought the food pass before Corona.
Unless they're like FedEx, we'll get it to you overnight unless it's something out of good control, like a natural disaster or something like that.
Well,
I don't think Disneyland would be like FedEx.
No, the interesting thing is that with Food and Wine is there were some permits that were filed to extend temporary booths until September, something like that. There was something weird that was going on in the permit filing that was till September, and we believe it was the food and wine booths. So we believe that Disney is going to...
Who's we? People that are interested.
People in the world.
People that are interested
people
in Disney.
Who talk about Disney.
I was just curious.
Different YouTube channels, friends, enemies. I don't know.
I just want to know who these we people are.
I'm
like, who's those we people? Because I never asked you nothing, sir. Okay, sorry.
So the thought is that they would have it, but as this has gone on, for them to put anything in any type of walkway does not seem feasible when they first reopen. And the food and wine booths are in walkways. They're in the main walkway through DCA.
Can you imagine those social distancing lines? Because the lines are already crazy to get the food.
So I personally, I don't see them opening up or doing any type of food festivals until next year. So what are they going to do with the people who have those lanyards? I have no idea. Maybe they'll let you turn them in for food at one of the restaurants or something.
DDG says, I am a we. Disneyland.
Yes.
Look, who are these we people? You keep saying
That's
we.
That's what I'm talking about. DDG right there in the house.
I just wanted to know who one of them was.
Yes.
Or one of them is, I should say. Those will be
most people who are watching. Yeah, I don't even think, honestly, I don't even think they're going to do festival holidays this year. That's just me thinking.
What did Twinsy ask me something about news, and I said, I don't know. I said I get my news from Josh on Tuesdays. That's when I get all my news. That's why I'm like, really? What did he say? What do you think? Because this is when I save all my questions.
I mean, tell me what you think. Do you think, I really think that festival holidays as far as food is concerned, even shows might be very limited, but I don't think the food booths are going to be out until next year. I don't see them because remember, Disneyland or Disney World or wherever, they're going to have
When you're done, I have a question.
they're going to have phased openings where they're only opening certain capacity at the beginning, and then they're going to gradually grow that capacity. That's going to take time to grow that, months and months before they even get to 100% capacity. And why would they offer these extra things when they're not going to have enough people there to really make it successful and financially viable for them to have? Yeah, and then that's another thing, DDG, with the prepackaged treats. So, they can't have all these people touching your food and making it right there. So DDG has a good point. So will they have prepackaged? But then what's the quality of that prepackaged? It's not the same,
And then reality show, they got refunded for their villain night. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think, now I know it would probably be a little hard to control crowds, but do you think, like for the water shows, Disneyland or DCA, how they sell those $88 packages if you want to sit down and see them? And then you can sit up there and see them, and then they have like all the people crowded in. Do you think they would limit that social distance and sell it?
No, because people will want to stop and watch it whether they bought it or not. And Fantasmic or World of Color, there's no way to stop crowds 100%. Like they'd have to just basically block off a big empty space, and it would be too much of a hassle. And also, those shows are very Fantasmic. Costs what, $72,000 a show?
I don't know.
And that, don't quote me on the exact number, but it's something like that. It's like $72,000 a show. If they don't have a packed park, how can they afford to do a $72,000 show twice a night or even once a night, and then a fireworks show, which is a $45,000 show? They can't afford to do those things if they don't have a packed park. You're not going to see these type of big shows happening in a park that is at 25-30% capacity. Now, maybe when they get up to 75% capacity and so on, they start doing these things again, maybe on weekends or so. And social distancing requirements have kind of loosened a little bit, because could you imagine all those people trying to watch Fantasmic, but then you have to stay 6 feet apart? It would be too hard to manage.
It'd be a dream come true.
It would be chaos and too hard to manage.
It would be a dream come true.
If you were able to be there, but
yeah.
You know how people are when you're watching the parade. They try to squeeze.
You've been waiting there for 20 hours, and you get that one person that just wants to scoot right in.
They want to scoot right in 5 minutes before the parade.
You out of the way.
You can move over. I can squeeze in, and I'll be rubbing up against you the whole time you're watching the parade. No, they can't control those people. They're not going to be able to control the crowd, so they're not going to have those shows.
If you think that Shanghai will let more people in.
Yes, there are. They're going to. It's through phased openings, so they're running with this crowd level. And then
what about the Oogie Boogie
especially
Bash?
over there? I don't know, because you can't have trick or treating, because you can't be giving out candy. You can't be touching things and giving them to people like that in that massive amount. Maybe they have an Oogie Boogie Bash without trick or treating. I don't know what the solution is there.
Mike thinks that spikes haven't been as people have thought, so Disneyland may be full go by Thanksgiving. We had our biggest number of deaths like 3 days ago, Mike, here in Orange County. We are going to see Michael in July. Yes, Yo and Juan, if they open. Six Flags is going to be gone by the end of the summer.
Oh, 6 feet is going to be gone by the end of the summer. Well, maybe in Wyoming, because there's a state right now that has no social distancing at all. Wisconsin, I think it is. But we're talking about California, Michael. California is totally different than Wyoming. California, social distancing is going to be here for a little while longer. Now, things will be open, but these social distancing practices will be in place for a little while longer for sure. Especially when wintertime comes around. They're really worried about when wintertime comes back around that this comes back again, because it's like a flu. It's a virus. It's going to come back.
It started last winter, right?
Yeah, and so it's going to come back again. So, it's pretty much guaranteed, because When we have our summer, other parts of the world are having their winter. They're continuing the virus over there. And when they have their summer, we have our winter. So then it kind of comes. That's kind of what the flu does too. The flu kind of goes from one country to another depending on where you are on the earth. And it just kind of happens like that. So, remember, Josh, we waited 4.5 hours for Magic. Yeah, Juan. But you know what? If I have to wait for a parade, you're the guy I want to wait for a parade with.
You had fun with him waiting for that parade.
Yeah, I always have fun with Juan. So it's going to be interesting to see, and we don't know. I mean, this is all speculation, but I doubt you're going to see any type of huge shows, because when they opened Shanghai Disney, you didn't see any type of huge shows going on over there. They weren't doing any big shows. They had little tiny meet and greets where you can kind of stand and watch, and little miniature shows. So you might still see the Dapper Dans, but not on Main Street in the main area in front of a Starbucks or something. But you might see them off to the corner by the firehouse, where they can still properly social distance people watching it. Maybe it'll be interesting. I think it'll be easier at Walt Disney World because it's such a larger park for them to do these type of things, where Disneyland is so condensed that it's going to be hard to do these type of things there. What about shopping? It'll be very different. Yeah, and that's another thing, DDG, is the shopping. How many fixtures do you think they're going to remove from inside those shopping areas to help create social distancing? And maybe they don't need as many fixtures because they're having limited amount of people in there,
And Michael, I'm trying to talk Josh into going to Wyoming, because I heard that you guys have an amusement park open over there.
Oh, I want to go in September.
That's supposed to be really fun.
I have it on my phone.
And
Wyoming.
You guys, it's C19, Juan. Michael, from what I understand, that you guys don't really have an issue with it. Oh, I don't want to take it to Wyoming.
No, you're okay. I think we've already had it, actually.
So, Michael,
I can't get antibody tests here in Orange County. So
I'm trying to get Josh over to Wyoming so we can go to your guys' amusement park and, spend some time down there. So that's what I'm trying to convince this guy to do.
Yeah, it's no, I want to go to Wyoming. I actually would like to even drive to Wyoming, because I like the drive through Utah.
Well, if I get a new job,
stuff.
we won't be able to. How am I going to take a vacation
I
if
know.
I get a new job?
I might have to go by myself.
Oh, hell no.
I might just have to go by myself.
Hell no.
In September, I'll be able to take my vacation.
How to the no.
I'll have Carrie video chat you every day so you can feel like you're there.
Carrie, slap this guy. No. So that's my concern, is that we have plans. We want to do things in September and October. If I get a new job, how am I going to do that?
You won't be able to.
So then I'm not going to go back to work.
Well, you have to go back to work. We have to pay bills. We have to survive. We have to live.
You better save my stimulus check.
I can't help it if I have like 6 weeks worth of vacation just sitting there waiting.
He better save my little stimulus check and my little unemployment check, and you better save it so I could take a week vacation.
Trust me, I'm saving every penny. Trust me. I mean,
as he shows off his new camera and his new desk and
that has nothing to do with any of this stimulus
new lighting
stuff.
And new microphones and new.
There's no new lighting. What new lighting?
I'm sure it's in the Amazon truck on its way. He has a nervous laugh. Look at him. He has a nervous laugh, right, guys?
There's no new lighting. There's a new microphone, but there's no new lighting. Those are cheap things, though. Those are inexpensive.
So anyways, Michael, maybe we'll have to go before September.
No, but that's when I have to go because that's when the Great American Cookout is happening in Wyoming with Michael.
You said it was your mom's birthday that time.
I know, we're going to be in Vegas. Well, I might be in Vegas because I have to celebrate my mom's birthday. I can't miss my mom's birthday.
Well, I can't miss all the fun.
Well, I want you to.
I'm not working.
You there. I want you there 100%.
Y'all.
But,
I'm not going back to work. We might have to move.
Yeah, so in September, my mom's having a 70th birthday bash. So all my brothers and everybody are coming down. You'll go. You'll be able to get that.
You were talking about going for 2 weeks.
I know, because I'm going to spend a week in Vegas with my family, and you were supposed to be there.
So how the hell am I supposed to do that if I have to get a new job? How about I don't go back to work till October?
Well, I don't know.
You save the money.
We're saving money. Don't worry. Oh my goodness. And then we're we were planning on going to Vegas to celebrate that. And then in Wyoming, they're having this awesome barbecue competition, which I would love to not be in because I'm not that good of a barbecuer, but I want to just take it in, you know? Just be there and watch and take it in. So that's what I'm thinking is a 2-week vacation. 1 week there, 1 week
That's
Wyoming.
my vacation money.
The camera's
That's 1
$500. That'll last us 1 day on
1 week of
vacation.
vacation.
That's not 1 week of vacation.
1 week of my petty paycheck if I go part-time.
Oh my gosh. That's like 2 days and then we're done. So
Y'all, we're going to work this out. We're not here.
who said that?
What? Busted.
Oh no. Yeah, that's funny. No, we're not fighting or arguing, you guys. We're
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Becky's-
We're arguing in front of the family.
Becky's brain is turning like, wait a second, if I get a new job, I can't take a vacation right away.
Yeah.
No, you can maybe get a job and say, hey, I have this pre-planned family event that I have to attend, and maybe you don't get paid for that time. They just give you the time off.
Nobody does that when you get a new job. Now, old school people, you can't do that. You got to
Yeah,
work.
but nowadays, all the people that come to work for
When
me,
I
they're
got
like,
hired
they
at my
say that all the
last
time.
job, I got the flu during training really bad, and I had to stick through it.
Remember when I went to my new place and then I got really sick and I was throwing up in my office and I had to leave and I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, great. This is the image I'm going to give.
Oh, my goodness. You guys, I'm not
much
going to go
fun.
back to work till October.
Michael says the food, room, and board is taken care of. No, we stay in a hotel, Michael. We stay in a hotel. It's okay. We don't burden people. But I'll eat your food. I'll eat your food all day long.
I can't go to work till October.
Yeah. Josh and Becky like peanut butter and jelly. Can't have one without the other. Right?
Yeah, I guess so, Leah.
We'd say salt and pepper, but, you know. So.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Look, you're afraid to get off. He's afraid to get off of the stream now.
Now the stream is going to be an 8-hour live stream until Becky falls asleep. No, we're done, you guys. That's it. Thank you
you're
so
done?
much. I appreciate everybody for coming here and for stopping by. Thank you so much for
Sorry, we
coming.
always start a fight while we're on here.
No, we're not fighting.
No,
Honestly,
we're not fighting.
But we are going to have to talk about this because when she gets a new job, it's going to be hard for her to just. But the sooner you get a job now. September is like 4 months away.
I won't
Then
have
you can
vacation time.
No, you just ask for the week off. It's okay. Take the week
No.
off. Unpaid. Not a big deal.
They don't give you unpaid time off. My last job wouldn't even let me have a couple of days
I
unpaid
do.
off.
I'll give you unpaid time off.
They don't.
I'll be like, you're off. That's it. Then you just quit and go find a new job.
Let's read before we hang up.
Okay, well, you guys already talked. I'm good. Okay, we already talked about. Yeah, we did. We talked about Disneyland reopening earlier. Sorry, go back and watch the replay.
Michael says, "Yeah, that will be taken care of. My family owns the hotel."
There you go.
That's
See?
awesome. They say hotel because we need Midlife Vibes, baby. Okay, bio chicken bow wow. My job says
That's
I
good.
won't go.
We'll do a
back
vlog
to the
on the
office
hotel.
until a vaccine is found. Oh, really, Rosie? She can't go back to the office until they have a vaccine.
Well, you're able to work from home. That's good. Hopefully, you're working from home, right? So that'll be good.
Oh, the same one that Jeff Goldblum visited.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I just watched a movie with him in it. Hotel. It's on Netflix. It's called Hotel Artemis or something. It's has Jodie Foster. Has a lot of cool actors and actresses in it. But it was a little bit of a weird movie. The ending was a little rough, but it was my type of movie. I like those movies. Not really your type of movie, but I like those movies a lot. I think it was fine. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. We're going home. You guys have a great
We're
night.
going home.
We're going home. Wait.
We're already in our bedroom.
I'm going to walk 2 steps over and go to bed.
Hotel Artemis. Yes.
Artemis. Yes, it was. I liked it. I thought Jodie Foster knocked it out of the park. I really liked her character a lot.
She looked really old in there, huh?
Yeah, she did really good. And Bautista, the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy's in it too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
He
like
did
that
good. I
he
liked
died
her.
at the end. He's
Yeah.
super cool.
He didn't die.
They killed him, didn't they?
No. He didn't. She obviously didn't watch the ending, so it's all good now. Now you have to go back and watch it. He didn't die. And don't give spoilers. People are going to go watch this.
They're not going to go watch it. They don't want to see your funky movie.
Yes, they do. You want to see it. So, all right. Have a good night, you guys. You guys take it easy. We'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.